One wide left. Here's Wei, up and in on the layup.
You know, guys, if you talk to fans of the Chinese league, they'll tell you that Wei is one of the better players. I mean, he's smart, and he's a guy who can do a lot of damage at the offensive end.
Now here's Curry on the wing. Harris. Davis sets a screen. Harris off the pick, and he knocks down the jumper.
Harris has a polished offensive game and has what it takes to score from the mid-range. You got to step up on him.
AI outside. We play just over a minute here in the first. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And, you know, it's a great treat to see LeBron James here in this exhibition. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars to ever play and going stronger than ever at this late stage in his career. Right now, it's hard to argue that he isn't the face of basketball.
Now, here's G. Pass to AI. Outside, Gunn. G, Antetokounmpo defending. 5 to shoot. Outside, Gunn. 3-pointer. Here's AI. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. Greg, a lot of groups came together for this NBA Stars exhibition. It's all about establishing a bigger connection to China.
Yeah, and it's no secret. China loves the NBA, and the NBA makes sure to reciprocate with events like this one. It's a two-way street and really great for the game overall.
As you said, LeBron James, a star among stars here in this exhibition.
Yeah, and LeBron is one of the most famous athletes in the world, and it is great. He would be willing to come on a tour like this. Says a lot about his commitment to growing the NBA.
Davis with the block.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh, not on my watch.
The Stars making a switch here. G can't hit. Well, a chance to see Porzingis here, recovered from his injury, and we can only hope that he's at full strength from here on out.
Playing in a game like this, getting some light reps in, I think that's a good step. You just want him to be on the court as much as possible for the NBA season, as he is one of the most exciting players in our league.
Now, here's G. Porzingis with the steal, and they're pushing it up. And finished off by LeBron.
If you're the defense, you have to get back. LeBron, a monster in the open court.
Outside, Wei. To the paint. AI in the post. Headed by Porzingis. AI with the bucket.
You know, seeing AI in action for the first time in a while here, it's clear he's worked on his game, showing a lot of poise going up against this team of NBA stars.
Curry. By G, beats a good advantage of that screen.
And the D must be aware of Curry. He looks to shoot whenever he gets the rock.
Timeout called the Bears. And Clark, as you said, AI certainly putting in work for Shanghai.
Well, he's had a game where it might be time for an NBA team to give him a second look. I know it's just one game, but he looks vastly improved since his time in college.
Towns with the steal. Well, he's one of the bright stars in the league, Greg. Towns could be a great player for a long time.
You know, and Towns has always played like a veteran, even though he hadn't been in the NBA that long. You combine that with his diverse skill set on offense, and you can see why he is becoming feared.
Now, here's AI. He's got 9. It's rebounded by Towns. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Harden. It's hauled in by the Bears. AI outside. Fades back. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Stars leading.
And, you know, the level of play we've seen from Harden, guys, the last few seasons, absolutely incredible. I mean, arguably should have won the NBA MVP awards multiple times, but he won it last season with another incredible year.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Ho Dong. And no good trying to get that one. And still a close game. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Stars, what do you guys think?
Listen, early on taking the lead, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too. And, Lillard is so quick and shifty, just impossible to slow him down on the offensive end.
And Lillard just has that knack for taking over a game with his offense. When he is locked in, he is second to none in his ability to score from inside and beyond.
AI, the screen, just 4 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the lane.
AI putting in work on his interior game. He's actually looking more and more confident from there.
Time called here as the Stars want to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking at
you. And the first one drops. And the Stars making a change here. So he gets them both. And that concludes the first half. Thank you for joining us on our NBA All-Star Global Tour. It's the second half of our broadcast between the NBA Stars and the Shanghai Bears.
And the NBA Stars did what they do best. But you have to give credit to the Shanghai team now. I mean, they've stayed in it.
And playing in front of their fans has kept the Bears full of energy. You expect the NBA players to turn it on at any point, though.
Another half on the way in what has been a fantastic exhibition so far.
And, when you see Curry out in an exhibition like this, you can't help but think about how he has completely changed the way players think about offense. I mean, kids all over the world are trying to emulate his play style, which is ball handling mastery and shot making extraordinaire.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. LeBron. Curry. Covered by G. Curry is inside. And here's LeBron outside. They get it again. With 3, Harris, that's in there. Davis with the assist. And one thing with Harris, he has shown great leadership skills, guys, since joining the league. Clark, you've said that before.
Well, he was a leader in college, and we saw him immediately step into that same role with the Lakers. Very few players are wired for that, but I think Harris is one of them.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And Antetokounmpo added muscle to his frame for these types of situations, willing the shot past the D there and taking the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Curry, without a doubt, the greatest shooter of all time.
It's hard to argue against Curry at this point. I'd go even further and say he's the most impactful shooter with the way he has revolutionized and really changed the game.
It's throwing by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you want to see the epitome of a completely unguardable player? Look up the Greek Freak. I mean, we've seen him take the next step to become a perennial MVP candidate. This guy is special.
Now, here's G. Up top, Shing. AI. Picked by Shing. AI, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And as you said with Giannis, the improvement he's shown is just a hint of where he can be.
You know, and Giannis is someone who has a chance to be a multiple MVP winner. I mean, when it's all said and done, really there's nothing he can't do on the basketball court. And you just get the feeling it's only a matter of time before he is possibly the best player in the NBA.
You know, what can you say about Corey Harris? Incredibly talented and has made an impact for the Lakers since day one. He's one of the more complete players you'll ever get to see. I mean, he should be a star in the NBA for a long time.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Screen by Cousins. Down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on AI. And you spoke about Harris. The game comes so easy to him.
Yeah, he just simplifies the game, doesn't he? Everything he does on the floor comes just so effortlessly, and that is something you rarely see from a player so early in his career.
And it's so good, Clark, to see DeMarcus Cousins out on the floor after his Achilles injury and healthy.
You know, coming back from an Achilles tear is no easy task, fellas. I mean, Cousins is one of the more colorful and talented figures in basketball and one of the most impactful big men in the NBA when he's at full strength.
This Bears squad is struggling.
Well, on some levels, it seems almost unfair for any team to have to try to compete against this roster of NBA stars. But I tell you what, you've got to like what you've seen from this Shanghai side. I mean, they know how to work together, and they've got great chemistry.
Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded by you. Pass to Harden, off the screen, and that's good off the glass that time.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
And as to why the Shanghai Bears were selected to go up against this NBA All-Star group, they are one of the better teams in the Chinese league.
Yeah, you know, I'm still not sure why it wasn't the stars of the Chinese league against the stars from the NBA. Seems like an obvious choice to me, but kudos to the Bears for taking on the challenge.
Well, you can't come to China and not talk about the biggest connection the country has with the NBA. And, of course, Clark, that is the great Yao Ming.
And, you know, there have been a number of players that have played here in the Chinese League and the NBA, but Yao Ming undoubtedly helped build the bridge between China and the U.S. in terms of pro basketball. A great ambassador for the sport.
Now, here's Ming. You with the bucket.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Pass to Towns. The wing jumper off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Stars out in front, up by 12. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Shanghai.
Boy, and the fans here tonight have been fantastic. A full house coming out to see a lot of global icons.
And with players like LeBron, Curry, and Harden, they are huge names worldwide. And for many here in China, this is the only chance to see them in person.
Lillard outside. Over G. And that one's good. Lillard.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
G, the screen. Now here's Hodong, guarded by Harris, and that's going to be a treble.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
You know, can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. They're making it hard on themselves. And, you know, of course, Corey Harris was drafted by the Lakers not long ago. I mean, he quickly developed into a star for him.
Yeah, the Lakers identified very early on that Harris was a player to build around, and they hit gold with him in that draft. Give credit to the front office.